So the most challenging part I've spoken on before, it was keeping track of his character list. Obviously, having read the books as long as I was, I had a pretty good handle on the main cast. I wasn't going to forget, right, who Egwene was. I wasn't going to accidentally write Perrin with the wrong personality. I was going to at least be thinking I was doing a good job with those characters. There's always, revisions and better things to do, but I wasn't going to forget who they were. But, like, if you would have come to me in 2007 and, let's say it's May 2007, and I don't know that I'm finishing the Wheel of Time, and you come to me and said, what do you think's going to happen with Pavara's arc, right? And she's a medium big character. I would have been like, all right, which one is Pavara, right? Like, who is that again? And you would have to be like, oh, that's the kind of sympathetic Red Ajah who's doing this and that. And I'd be like, oh, right. Like, all the wise ones and the secondary Aes Sedai were totally something that I tracked when I was reading the books, but after I was done with a given read-through or whatnot, were just not sticking in my head. And I'm well aware that that's also the case for a lot of people with, like, Stormlight Archive. That they're not going to forget who Kaladin is, but if, like, in writing groups sometimes, one of the hardcore Stormlight followers will be like, I think this is going to happen with Ashen Taln. And one of the others who's read all the books, but, would be like, all right, who are Ashen Taln? I don't remember these characters at all. It's that kind of stuff. And so, tracking all of those, really a challenge. Thank you to Bob Klutz and the Encyclopedia WOT. It was super handy. Granted, the notes that Robert Jordan gave me were good, but what they didn't have was an index reference to every place the character showed up in the books, where I could go back and read their first interaction, their second interaction, their latest interaction. Every time I needed to get into, the eyes of one of the wise ones or something like this, and be able to track who they were. What was the most satisfying? It's hard to speak without giving spoilers, but I got to write some reunions of characters that I, as a reader, had been waiting for certain reunions for many, 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 many years. In one case, I had been waiting for this reunion for 20 years, I would guess. And I got to write it. And so that was really satisfying, being able to give that. I do think that I tried and couldn't make a full cast reunion happen. Maybe I could have tried a little harder. But there were certain reunions that I was really excited for, and I made happen.